In order over there, sir?
Oh, of course, totally.
Okay.
I'll handle that sometime soon.
Sometime soon.
Look at the high temperatures the last 24 hours, or temperatures the last 24 hours. Yesterday, we were in the 40s, only down into the 30s here for the overnight, and with the north winds and some clouds around, we'll struggle to hit once again the middle 40s as we have this big cutoff low pressure that was a big old blizzard here on Christmas Day and yesterday, but it's kind of weakened as the main jet stream's off towards the north, southern jet stream across the Carolinas into Florida, bringing them some rain and storms, and more Pacific storm systems coming in from the west coast as we're starting to crank things up with the weather pattern, not only here across the lower 48 states, but across the northern hemisphere. And we're going to start to change the weather pattern, I think, as we head towards the new year. So this is just a hint of what's to come. I think we get a lot colder here in about 10 days or so. Some isolated flurries here late tonight, tomorrow morning. Backside of this area of low pressure, a little bit of a jet stream energy that might try to squeeze out a little bit of moisture at the mid-levels down to the surface with a couple sprinkles or flurries. Not a big deal. As this area of low pressure goes up the east coast, we warm up with quiet weather here late this week into the weekend. Get enough sunshine on Saturday. Temperatures could be into the 50s, but it doesn't last very long. Another reinforcing shot of some colder air. Main cold air goes to the northeast of us, but we will cool it down. Another weather system, but on the dry side as we head towards January 2nd. And then look at this. This is what I'm talking about as the jet stream energy is going to buckle out to the west coast. And so instead of it coming in west to east, it's going up and down. And what's going to happen is we're going to start to see those ridges and troughs and be able to dump some of the cold Arctic air out of northern Canada and pull it down throughout the United States from central and east coast. I think January will be much different than it was here in December. And you have those little pieces of energy. Any piece of energy could bring us a little bit of wintry weather. But that is down the road. Over the next 9 days, we are chilly, but we are mainly dry as this weather system continues to affect our weather with those north winds and some clouds around. And like I mentioned, there could be some lingering clouds here tomorrow or today into tomorrow, but eventually this starts to move off towards the east. But it's put down a pretty big blanket of snow, anywhere from a couple inches to nearly 1.5 feet down across the ground now in northern Nebraska into South Dakota. And that will help to keep those colder temperatures coming down as there's it keeps things a little colder with those not bare grounds, but snow on the ground. 36 degrees, a northwest wind at around 25. It is blustery out there, so you're going to be heading out the door here this morning or for lunchtime or into the afternoon, 15 to 25, occasional gusts over 30 with the mixture of sun and clouds. Temperatures, again, are producing with the winds along with those temperatures down into lower teens. And look at the latest satellite. There's a cloud cover, but look at the clearing skies coming in from the north. So we'll go partly cloudy and mostly sunny here this afternoon. A blustery north wind, temperatures upper 30s to middle 40s. Tonight, more clouds enter the picture here late tonight, upper 20s to low 30s. And again, that weakness in the upper levels couldn't rule out a sprinkle or flurry. Best chance western half of the state. And again, nothing measurable. You'll be lucky to see anything. Tomorrow, mixture of sun and clouds, still blustery north wind as that reinforcing shot of some colder air keeps our temperatures struggling to hit 40. We warm back up into the upper 40s to near 50 on Friday with sunshine, but a cool north wind. And looking at your 9-day forecast, we warm up in the lower 50s before another front comes in on New Year's Eve. And we start 2024 on the chilly side with temperatures in the 30s, but overall, a pretty dry and quiet 9-day period.